Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Very good, thank you. My name is Ben, and your name is?
My name is Nancy.
Nice to meet you, Nancy. How are you today?
I'm good.
Okay. And whereabouts are you calling from, Nancy?
I'm from Vietnam, and I live in Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay. How is your day today? You having a good day?
Yes, but it's just like in the morning, like 8:43 a.m. So I didn't do a lot this morning, so I'm not sure.
Okay. And how long have you been on Cambly?
I've been on Cambly a long time, for about like 2 years, I think.
Okay. I can tell you've had an American tutor, right?
Yes. How about you? Where are you from?
I'm from the UK, but I live in Thailand.
Oh,
I've
so like
lived.
you kind of have an English accent?
I have an English accent, 100%. Yeah. Um, but I moved from the UK. I didn't like it. I'd had enough. I got sick of it.
Yeah, like when you live at like one place such a long time, it's just kind of boring.
Absolutely, yeah. And the weather's not very nice. Speak to anybody from the UK, they will all say the same that the weather, they just don't like the weather. Um, so I've moved here and I live in Thailand, not far from you guys in Vietnam.
Yes.
Uh, I really like it. It's great. It's very hot. Is Vietnam hot at the moment?
Yes. But you don't like the weather in the UK? How
No,
is it?
it's grey and miserable. Okay, it rains a lot. So there's lots
Oh,
grey clouds, lots of grey clouds, and just loads of rain. And actually, the people are a little bit miserable as well. The people are, I think it gets people down in their mind if it rains and it's grey. I think the people become a little bit, they're not happy people.
yeah. So you like the sunny weather more?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah,
It's
but
good for you. It's gone.
yeah, but like I think I like when it's like cool. It can be sunny, but it has to be cool. It's not very hot because it just feel headache.
Absolutely. Yeah, I understand. It makes you feel tired, I must admit. Um, because it takes your energy, it zaps your energy, so it does make you feel tired. But I still prefer it. It's better for here, and it's better for your body, especially when you get older. It helps stops your body aching so much, so it's better for you, 100%.
Yes. But where do you live in Thailand?
I live. I chose Thailand for the. I've been here before many times. I've actually been to Vietnam as well. Um,
Oh, which city in Vietnam?
I went to Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, I live in the Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, you live there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I went there. I went to, is it the Reunification Palace or something? There's a big palace there. I went to visit uh, the big palace where during the war the tank knocked the gates down. The gates got flattened by the tanks.
Do you
Um,
know what the name of it?
is it the Reunification Palace?
I don't know.
Reunification. I can show you a photo
Yes.
um, on the internet. Um, It was great. I was really interested. I thought it was a great city. The only thing I can't remember about Vietnam is the food. I can't remember the food. I don't know why. I just can't remember the food for
Oh,
some reason. Thai food, I know. I can't remember Vietnamese food.
do you know pho?
What is that?
It's like a rice noodles, like a rice noodle soup, and you eat with like beef or chicken.
Okay, I can imagine. Yeah, I did. I ate loads of Vietnamese food. I just can't remember it.
I think that is like pretty popular in Vietnam, and
Yeah.
most foreigners go here, they would like that food or they would know that.
Okay, look, here's your palace. Here's that palace. Presidential palace.
Is it in the middle, like the
Mm,
middle of Ho Chi Minh City?
yeah.
Is it kind of near a like a church?
I think it was near a park. Do you recognize it?
It's kind of familiar. Wait,
Really?
can I see it again?
Sure, I'll show you another picture. Let me just get a better picture than that. Yeah, you must know it. It was a presidential palace. And during the war, the tanks knocked the gates down.
Yes. Wait. Do you know like what it's called in Vietnam?
No, it's got Independence Palace in English, Reunification Palace, Presidential Palace in English. I don't know the name in Vietnamese. It's very well known. It was there it was during the war. Look, all the
Yeah,
soldiers took it back.
kind of like familiar, but I there's a lot of legendary things that I kind of know, so I'm just like scared that I mixed up.
Okay, I really liked yours, and I went to where else did I go? I'm going to say this wrong. You can teach me here. Is it Natrang?
Oh,
Natrang? Natrang. How
yeah,
you spell?
Chang is
Natrang.
NHA.
Natrang, is it where there's a
Yeah,
beach?
yeah.
How do I say it?
Yeah, Chang.
Na Chang. Na
Yeah,
Chang.
Chang.
Na
Yeah,
Chang.
Chang.
Na
Yeah,
Chang.
you can just say like that. I think Vietnamese people would know that.
Not easy for me. And
And
I
I
went to
just
the.
like, and I just searched the reunification palace, and I think I noticed it's kind of near a church that is fixed right now, and
Ah,
I have been there once. I think it's it's a very beautiful palace.
it is. It's amazing. It's really cool. It's a great thing to go and to go and look at. How old
Yeah,
are you,
I'm
Nancy?
13 years old.
Wow, Nancy, your English is very good.
Thank you.
Why is it you'd like to learn English?
Because like I want to get like a better job in the futures, and also I love traveling.
Awesome. Where would you like to travel to, or where have you traveled to?
I would love to go to Japan because I love to see the cherry blossom and eating the food like sushi
Mm,
or see the mountain, the nature.
mm,
But like it's really beautiful. But I haven't been there before because we can't afford it yet, and it's kind of expensive for buying the ticket also. So I just only been to Singapore and Cambodia.
okay. What did you think of Singapore and what did you think of Cambodia?
Cambodia is like next to Vietnam, and
Hmm.
it's not really different. It's
Hmm.
actually kind of the same.
Hmm.
So I'm not very surprised much because it's the same. But when I go to Singapore, it's like a whole new world. It's very modern.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Different, right?
Yeah, like totally different.
I've
So
heard
I
you. Go on, sorry.
yeah.
Go on.
So I get to see the new things.
I hear you're not allowed chewing gum in Singapore. It's banned.
Yeah, yeah. Singapore is very strict.
Yeah, I hear. And expensive.
Yeah.
Who did you go to Singapore with?
I go with my parents,
Okay, awesome. What do your parents do?
like the
Their
job.
job. Yeah, their job, yeah.
My dad is a teacher, and my mom is like a worker, but it's kind of have to do with accountant.
Okay. Did your father encourage you to learn English? Was it your father who said try to learn English? Was that
Yeah,
him or was it yourself?
it was him. Like he mm, helped me to study English when I was younger to guide me to so when I grow up, like I may find an interest in English and I could keep improving it.
Mm, good. Doing an awesome job. Okay, Nancy?
Yeah.
And and I hope that you want to improve so you can travel and get a good paid job with your English skills. If you keep practicing, by the age of 18, you're already good. If you keep going for another few more years, you'll be awesome. You'll be able to do translation and everything.
Yeah.
Do you like living in Vietnam?
Yes, I think it's have a lot of beautiful nature things,
Hmm.
but the environment it's kind of polluted.
Ah, okay. What, the traffic or the rubbish? Is it messy? What do you mean by that? Is it the cars and the motorbikes?
I think the rubbish, but like the traffic is mostly in the city, but I actually live in the suburb.
Okay, you live just outside the city, right?
Yeah, so it's not a lot of traffic, but there are still a lot of rubbish because usually they get the trash or like the rubbish from the city and they put it in rivers in this
I hate that.
outside the city.
Yeah, I hate seeing that. It's same in the sea when they're swimming in the sea in a plastic bag. I hate seeing all of that. It's the same in Thailand. It's a shame. I'm not saying it's the Thai people's fault. Some of it gets washed in from the ocean. The boats just tip their rubbish over the edge and it washes in. I hate seeing that. But they are quite messy here as well. In the UK, we have rubbish, but it's generally cleaner. We're educated. We're told at school,
Yeah,
put your rubbish in the bin. Don't. But if it's the adults doing it, as you said, like the local councils or the government dumping it in rivers, that's no good. The people, the adults need to learn, not the younger people. It's the adults.
yeah,
Generally, generally in the UK, it's the younger people who throw their litter out the car, or but it's pretty clean compared to where I live. Thailand's a beautiful country, but it's just if you go down some streets away from the beachfront, if you go down some you don't have to go far before you start to see stuff being dumped, old sofas, everything just gets tipped. Um,
yeah.
yeah, I don't like that.
I think like in Asia there are more beautiful nature and like more tropical fruits than in Europe, but
Mhm.
it's just more polluted.
Yeah, it's more exotic. Asia is more exotic. Okay, the animals, the food, it's more exotic than Europe. But Europe is generally cleaner. Even when I come back from Bangkok, the streets are grubby, the grime, my clothes. I'm washing my clothes a lot. My shoes, when I look at the bottom of the shoes, they're black from the. This is Bangkok, not here so much, but the streets are filthy. In the UK, it's generally cleaner, but we get more rain. Maybe it's because the rain washes the streets. Maybe that's what that is.
Yes.
Um,
But
it,
I think there's a lot of rain in my country as well, especially in the summer.
mm. Do you guys have? It's Thai New Year next week. Do you guys have the same thing or not? When's
Mm,
the, when's the Vietnam New Year? Because Thailand is in April. They celebrate the Western New Year on January the 1st. They celebrate the Western New Year, but the Thai people also celebrate their New Year, which is April the 10th or 11th. When is the
Oh,
Vietnamese New Year?
I think it's before the Western New Year's. No way, like no, actually, like I think it's on February because on Western New Year it should be on January.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
but I
is
think
it to
in
do
my
with the
country,
Chinese? Is it to do with the Chinese New Year?
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
what?
yeah. Yes, it's the Chinese New Year's. That's what we celebrate.
Okay, so it's the Lunar New Year, right? I think they call it the
Yeah,
Lunar.
yes, that's right.
Okay, and actually, the Thais were celebrating that as well. Thai people love to celebrate things. I think a lot of it is for the money. They sell red dresses for the Chinese New Year. Everything's red. They sell red firecrackers. Um, I think some of part of it's money driven. They like to make money on things. Um, but I don't mind. It's a great country. I love it here. Like I said, I've only been here 3 months. Um, and we'll see how it works out for me. It's better than the UK. I've left my parents behind. They're in their 70s. That was difficult. Um,
Yeah,
but I haven't had any children, so it's easy for me. It's easier for me to come and live here. Now, remember, Nancy, I'm 52 and I changed my life and traveled. So you don't have to do it all when you're young. You can travel whatever age you want. Um,
yeah,
I hope you learn that today as well. That at 52, I changed my finished with my job and changed my job. Okay, I'm on a lot less money, but I'm way happier than living in the West.
yeah,
Okay, so you said you'd like to visit Japan. What
yeah.
other what other countries?
Uh, Probably I would like to go to mm, Australia because some of my like uncles, but like my dad cousin, not siblings, they live there, and I kind of have a close relationship, so I probably go there to visit them, and also I want to see the kangaroo.
Awesome. And what about the koala?
Yeah, the koala too.
Koala. I like wombats. They're like big rodents. They're like big mice. Have you seen a wombat? They're huge. They look like a mouse. Have you seen a wombat?
No,
I got to show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see the size of this. They're really cute, but they're big. They're like big rodents. They're like big rats, but big, but not scary big. Not like a, uh, not a lot of people don't like rats, but these are just, they're not scary. I wonder if you'll be able to see the size of a wombat. That's a native Australian animal as well. Okay, let me
yes.
quick show you.
Like my dad, he has been to Australia once for walk, but like he saw a koala and kangaroo, but he didn't see the wombat, so he didn't tell me about it.
Look, there's somebody's hand. That just tells you how big it is. Look, that's somebody's thumb. So look how big that is.
It's kind of also look like a tiny bear.
It's cute, right? It's not like a. It doesn't. Yeah, there's a baby one. Look how big that is in her hands. Remember that's a baby, so they get way big. They get big like a small dog. They get as big as a small dog. They're really
Yeah,
cute. Wombat. There's a lady holding another one. Look how big he is.
yeah,
Right? So cute.
yeah.
Australia has a lot of animals, native animals.
It's kind of look like a giant mouse plus with a tiny bear.
Absolutely. It looks like a bear and a mouse, right?
Yeah,
I tell you, if you go to Australia, Nancy, you will have no problem communicating, even now at your age, with the Australians. Your accent's really super clear.
thank you.
What do you like to do in your spare time, Nancy? What do you do when you're not at school?
I love like listen to music or drawing when I have free time. And I also love singing, so I joined in the choir of the church since I'm a Catholic.
Okay, you're a Catholic.
Yes,
Is that the number one religion in Vietnam? What's the biggest religion, or is it Buddhism? What do you think it is?
it's Buddhist.
Buddhist is the number one,
Yes, and then
and
I think Catholic.
Catholic. Okay, why did you decide to become Catholic? Is it your parents, or what made you do that?
It's my parents and like also my grandparents. They're also Catholic, so like probably all my relative are Catholic.
Okay, are the now I don't know. Forgive me if this is a silly question, but are the services in Vietnamese, or do they speak in English when you go to church? Is it in Vietnamese?
Like they speak English in the church.
Oh, it's English.
Like what do you mean?
Yeah, like the guy, the vicar, the priest, is he speaking in English to everybody, or is he speaking in Vietnamese? And do you sing songs in Vietnamese, or do you sing English songs in English?
Well, where I live, this all just all Vietnamese, but in some other church, like in a crowded city, like a busy city where a lot of foreigner would would go to, there will be like English.
Okay, so do you go to the English ones? Is that where you go? Do you go to the English services, or do you go to the Vietnamese services?
I go to the Vietnamese services.
Okay, so you sing in Vietnamese. When you sing your song, it's in
Yeah,
Vietnamese,
yeah.
right? Okay, and what other music? Do you listen to Western music by yourself, or do you just listen to Vietnamese songs?
I mostly listen to English songs, but I also like Vietnamese songs because I think some of them, like if I mix the English and the Vietnamese together, it would be more interesting than just listen to one of them.
Okay, can you name me any Western singers that you like? Do you like Beyonce or Rihanna, or do you not know who they are?
I do know them, but I think like Taylor Swift or
Taylor
Ed
Swift,
Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. Okay, Ed Sheeran is from near where I live in the UK.
Yeah.
Lives very close to where I'm from. Ed Sheeran,
Yes.
uh, and Taylor Swift is huge, right? She's a big star, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she's on tour at the moment. I think she's touring, um,
Yeah.
and it's difficult to get tickets. Her tickets sell very fast. Taylor Swift. Do
Yeah.
you do you watch her on YouTube in concert? Do you watch Taylor Swift on YouTube?
Yeah. I watch on YouTube. That's right.
Okay, what's your favorite song? Is it Shake It Off?
Mm, I think I would say um love story.
Love Story.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So that helps you with your English as well, right? If you're listening to English songs, that can help, right?
Yes, I could learn like new words from the song, or I could like practicing my listening skill.
Okay, so when you learn a new word, if you hear it in a song, do you research it? Do you Google it and find out what the word means when you're singing it?
Yes, sometime, but but I mostly learn like this when I watch a YouTube video and then I hear words that I probably don't know. But if I hear it a lot of time, I can start guessing what the meaning of it if it's go in a sentence.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay. And what about movies?
Movies. Mm,
You watch?
I right now I don't really watch a lot of movie because I'm just mostly watch on YouTube.
Hmm.
But I once love Harry Potter.
Ah, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm the same as you. Not with the Harry Potter thing. I don't really watch Harry Potter. I'm a little bit too old for that. Not that there's an age limit. You can be any age, but I don't watch movies anymore. I watch YouTube. Isn't that strange how YouTube has become, and people like TikTok. I'm not so into TikTok. I prefer YouTube. But it's funny now that my TV viewing is just YouTube all the time. It's changing. The world is changing, right? People don't watch movies like they used to.
Yeah.
I think so. I think everybody's watching short documentaries or people on YouTube stars. YouTube stars are becoming big and popular, right? Same as TikTok.
Yes. But
Uh,
I think uh the teenage right now usually they like TikTok more, but the adult I think they prefer YouTube or Facebook.
Absolutely. Facebook's for the old people, right? Like me.
Yeah.
It's for the older generation. The youngsters don't use it. My niece is on Instagram. I use Instagram just because my niece is on there, and I like to keep an eye on my niece, make sure she's okay on there on social media. Um,
Yeah.
and is it difficult for you to think about when I was your age, we didn't have phones? Does that seem weird to you? Do you think to yourself, how did people not have mobile phones uh, years ago? Does that feel strange to you that I never had a phone when I was your age?
Yes. Like my parents, like when they're like my age, they also don't have a phone. But like the world when it's like more like modern, I think most teenage would have a phone by now. I
Hmm.
also have a phone, but like I don't even get to use it. My dad hide it all the time, so I just if I want to watch something, I just watch on computers.
Absolutely. What phone do you have? An iPhone or Oppo or Samsung? What make?
An iPhone.
You got an iPhone.
Yeah,
I've got an iPhone, but it's got a new brain. It's not old, but it's got the old button at the bottom. But it's a new
yeah,
phone. It's about 2 years old, but I still wanted the button at the bottom. I'm used to the button, so but I need to change it. The battery doesn't last long. As they
yeah,
get older, they don't last long, right?
yes.
As you charge them more and more. Um, Tell me, we've nearly finished, Nancy. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
Well, this afternoon I have to go to school, but not in the morning. And then after I finished school, I go home and like have dinner, and then go to the church and mm, attend the mass. But like I usually play the piano in the mass.
Wow, awesome! How brave! That's very brave. How many people are
Yeah.
there when you play the piano?
Um, probably about 500, I think, because
Wow.
the mass when I play, it's not a lot of people, but in some important holidays, there will be more people, and I'm just not allowed to play at that time because it's important and it's just hard to play when it's uh, a lot of people. So only the adults play that.
Okay, well, listen, you're very brave. Listen, Nancy, your English is very, very good. Keep on practicing and aim for that job that you want. Go for that job that you want. I think you can do it, okay? You
Yeah.
speak very good English. Keep studying. It's very important. When you're older, you'll be so glad that you studied hard. Good job, Nancy. Have a great day and nice meeting you, okay?
Yes, it's nice to meet you.